What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. We had an absolutely exceptional day. This was probably my biggest day for 2022. I'm going to be breaking it all down for you. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. So we're going to be breaking down the fibs. I'm going to talk to you guys about all the trades that I took today. Just a great day on SPY. And I'm going to be going through any of your questions. Let me shout some of you guys out right now. Who's in the building? JB, what's going on, brother? Trading Wars Army in the building. Luca, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you. Silk Heaven, Trading Wars Army, what's going on? Sharky in the building. Roop, what's going on? Jude, what's going on? Who else we have? Adriana, what's going on? Ramon, what's going on, brother? Blastoise in the building. Let's go. All right, good to see you guys. Tom, what's going on? Harina, what's going on? All right. Okay, so let's hit the bar replay. Let's get right into this. So the first thing that we have to do every single day is we have to draw the previous day's high and the low and try to understand where we are on the chart. So the first thing that happened today, guys, is we had this gap up, and it was a big gap up today. And because we had this gap up, the first thing that I did actually was the opening range breakout. So you guys know I normally start off with a 3-minute chart for the opening range breakout. So here we go. Here's the first 3-minute bar right there. Okay. So let me just go ahead and I'm going to zoom in here and I'm going to go into the Discord and just show you my live commentary this morning. There was a total of 3 trades. Okay. All right. So where are we? So good morning, FOMC today. So obviously today was FOMC. So we wanted to make sure that we don't do anything dumb. We're already up good on the week. And I didn't go in with too much size right away. But later on in the day, I was able to get good amounts of size with different stocks and stuff, which I'll talk about. So we started off right here. We went with the orb. And I was just giving everybody a warning. I'm like, if the orb chops, we could see a lot of sideways action until the announcement. But you still got to follow your plan. And on a gap up, I'm always going to do an orb. So I went long right here at 934. And then you could see right here, here's the timestamp. You could see that we just exploded here, guys. This one was a beautiful winner. Bam and bam. That was it. So that opening range breakout was good for about 30% on options, or it's about 30 points on futures. And it was just a really clean, tight, small bar. And we're able to get about 3-1 on that candle right there. And what I did was I took most of my position off and I left one runner on, and I'll show you the next play. So hit me with a 1 if you're following me real quick. Hit me with a 1. So we go here to the 5 now. So what we had here was that big pop, right? And we had the orb. So I already made money on the orb. And then we went for a double dip. And this double dip is where the Fibonacci comes into play. So it's very important, okay? So pay attention with me. So what you want to do is you want to take your Fibonacci and you want to put it from your lowest point, right? Which is down here. Let me see if this magnet works for me. Let's see. So you want to take it from your lowest point to your highest point, okay? So the highest point is right there at the time. So if it goes higher, you just move it higher, okay? So the next bar comes in there, okay? So it's higher, so we're going to move it higher, okay? And now we start to pull back. So this is what you're looking for, okay? And actually, Derry was able to take this one too. But what you're looking for right here, guys, is when you have that move, okay? What you're looking for is a pullback to the golden area, which is 618, okay? So the 618 is the golden area. So we had orders waiting here on the 618 just a limit order that was waiting, okay? And then boom, we come down, boom, there's the fill. So got filled on the 618 right there. Hit me with a 3. Honest question. Hit me with a 3 if you would have been a little bit scared getting filled like that. Honest question. Would you have gotten scared? Hit me with a 3. I mean, every time you take a Fibonacci, right? A Fibonacci is a pullback, okay? So it does look a little bit scary right off the bat because it's going to be coming down into you, okay? So it's like, hey, is this going to keep going lower or is this going to turn here? But the whole point of this is that we know that if it works and if we do hit it, we're going to make a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? So here we go. Now watch this. This is what we call symmetry, okay? So we go, we hit it, we turn around immediately, bam. 618 to 618. This is what you call Fibonacci symmetry. So we went to the 618 and the algo filled at the 618 extension. So literally what the algorithm is doing here is buying on a 618 and taking the target at a 618, because that is, right? That is the way to program a robot, right? Now we can really see into the robot's mind, because we can see that it is programmed to buy 0.618 retracement, sell at 0.618 extension. So what is the risk to reward on that? Let's think about it like that. What is the risk to reward on that? Okay. So if we go long here on the 618, all right. So let's just say you put a stop loss on the 786. Okay. Let's just say this robot is doing it level by level. If we go back up to the 618 here, guys, that's about 7 times your money. Okay. And that's 7 times your money. If you hit that once or twice a week, you're gonna be profitable, because you could lose the next 7 trades and still be break even. You see that? That's the power of risk reward. So we had that symmetry there, that 618 to 618, guys. And then you're gonna see that we started to tumble from here, because the bull algo, I think what happened here is this bull algo got exhausted, and we were just waiting for the actual announcement at that time. Okay, so hit me with a 5 if you're following me so far. So those are the first 2 trades. We had an opening range breakout and we had a 618 to 618. You can wait for confirmation. I see somebody asking about that, but look, like here's an example. Here's a confirmation, an outside bar. You're gonna just get in a little bit late to the party, so sometimes that's gonna hurt your profitability, right? But you do have the opportunity to wait. Okay, so from here now, guys, let me get rid of the fib. I'm going to show you something. Okay. So we actually started to retrace into the news, into the announcement. So the last order that I had here, guys, I'm going to show you here, is my trigger long. So SPY trigger long. So this was the last play that I took on the day, and we got to the target around 242. So let me show you that. So my trigger trade is always an automated trade. So my long entry today was 426. I'm going to tell you why I was focused on 426. First of all, I wanted to go long on 426 because it was a psychological number, right? It's a whole number, very psychological, and it really lined up with the previous day's high as well. Okay, so that's why I chose 426 today, because it had a lot of factors. The previous day's high, we had a round psychological number, and a lot of the times it's not going to stop like perfectly at the high. It's going to pull in a little bit. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to that yellow line, because that was my last long play on the day. So we started chop around here because we were waiting for the FOMC. Then it started to come through and we started selling off. Okay, so we had a nice little nirvana here that started to push this lower, and then from here we started to come in, guys, and then right here we got filled. Boom. So this looked a little bit scary too, right? Like, look at this chart with me. Honest question, hit me with a 9 if you would have felt a little bit timid on this one. Would you have felt a little bit scared going in long there? And I was too. That's why when I took the trigger today, I said in the chat that trigger is open, go very small size, like very small size. Like I was really serious about that, because we already had 2 winners on the day. The last thing you want to do is give back all of your gains on that last day. And exactly, yeah, we have a gap fill here. Exactly. So this is I had a lot of confluence on this point. From here, guys, check this out. Boom, boom. We hit the target right there. And then the rest for the runner, we started to build some inside bars. We had this one right here, which was a beautiful winner. And then we had another one right there, which was another winner. And we closed at that V, basically V bottom today. So it was one of my best days, guys, for me. SPY was beautiful. 3 plays, 3 winners. Hit me with a 5 if you followed me there. Did you guys follow me on that one? And I'll show you some of the other plays that I took today. So that was SPY. And I wanted to show you that the high before we had this big drop was exactly the 618. So we had some Fibonacci magic today. We had 618 to 618, and that was the high until we had that announcement later on in the day. So very, very nice. I love it. Okay. So there we go. So the other one that I won big on today, guys, was Moderna. Moderna was an absolute monster today, guys. So I'm going to pull up the Moderna plan here. I got into Moderna twice today, actually. So 156.38 right there. Let me just move this up here. 156.38. So I got into Moderna 156.38, and I also got in a little bit earlier around 154.93. So this was all based on this candle. So you see this candle, which was here yesterday, this candle was showing me that there was a lot of trap bears, right? Because we had this big wick. So I started loading up here, and then I added one more time, guys. And I literally rode this all the way to the end of the day. And I made 9 times my money on this trade, guys. 9 times my money. It was just absolutely exceptionally beautiful. So if guys think about it like this, I could lose the rest of the week. I could probably lose the rest of the month or break even on the rest of the month, or, have a slight loser for the rest of the month, and I'm still going to make money. Today was the payday, guys. And you just got to be there every single day. So this Moderna was all shares for me today, all shares. No options on Moderna. I didn't really like the spreads. I just hit it heavy shares today. But yeah, so those are my big boys. We also had Facebook, Meta platforms, whatever. Beautiful move today. So this was one of my call outs yesterday. And we had MU, same type of situation. And then Comcast was one that I actually got stopped out on because of this morning push down, stopped me out of my position. So that was unfortunate. But it did pull back and push back up later on in the day. So Comcast sucked for me today, but other than that, everything else was green. All right. So hit me with a 7 if you followed me on this recap. Did you enjoy it? And just remember, the morning leg is the most key leg to understand where the bulls and the bears stand. And this concept I talk about heavily in my book, in my Fibonacci book. Always need to see where the actual extension of the move is, right? Wherever the extension of the move is, that's where you have to be looking at in order to see if you're going to get a reversal or if you can buy the dip. Okay. Yeah. If we open above the trigger like this, you can wait for a retest. Okay. Moderna did not open above the trigger. It filled on the trigger. So Moderna filled. For Facebook, like anything with a big, massive gap up like this, then the first thing, like it's just the same thing we do with SPY, opening range breakout. So we had a nice, so I would go to the 3-minute right here. So 3-minute opening range breakout, bam, that's the winner. Or you could just wait for that fib. Today, we actually had a pretty crazy fib on Facebook. If you take it from the high to the low here, we came all the way back down to the 90, and then we just exploded up higher. All right. So there we go, guys. I think we also crushed the midday scan. Shout out to Derry, who's been helping me run this here. So we took eBay short in the midday scan. So as you guys know, I do a midday scan every day for free on Twitter. So let me just show you that. I post the midday option picks, which is right here. So from this list, we look for specific Fibonacci patterns to take trades. So let's go to eBay. So we took eBay today in the room. And I mean, this trade was pretty phenomenal. I don't think it's going to get better than this. So we went short here on eBay at 54.62 with a stop at 54.90. So 54.62, you could see right here, guys, all we did was a 786. So this is just Fibonacci at its best. So this one went for almost a six times your money, and then we reversed. But we already had our targets and everything planned out on what we were going to do. So let me talk you through why we wanted to do that. So we had this first push up, and then that whole push was negated by a push down. So what that shows me is that the bear is stronger than the bull. So this is a butterfly pattern. So we go from the high to the low. Entry on the 786, stop is on the full high. So you have a good risk to reward. And then it's just pretty much riding it down to the different Fibonacci levels and then taking the most off at these extensions. So eBay was really nice for those who took it in the midday as well. Okay. How many fibs could you play today on SPY? I mean, there's a lot of fibs, but the most important one is the morning, which is this one. This is the morning leg, that extension there. And then we have the afternoon, right? So the afternoon today is kind of negated because of the FOMC. So it's hard to say anything about this price action here because FOMC is always just going to be a gamble. But this part here in the morning was systematic Fibonacci 101. Okay. All right. So there we go, guys. I want to thank you very much for spending some time with me today. I hope you learned a little bit more about Fibs. I have a lot of Fibonacci resources on the website as well as on the YouTube. Okay. So definitely check those out. I've done a lot of Fibonacci videos. And also, if you're interested and if you like my style, you could grab a copy of the Fibonacci book, which is a really good book. It's my first ever book that I wrote. And you get 1 month for free in the room. So you can come trade with me tomorrow. One thing that I'm a little bit nervous of, guys, is I don't have any losers on the week. So I have 6 winners and no losers this week. And that makes me a little bit nervous because, you know, you're not going to win every single trade. So I'm just thinking in my head, like at some point I'm going to face a loser. So if you come into the room tomorrow and we have a loss, that's on you. All right. That's not on me. Okay. I'm just joking. And yeah, we have the seminar on Saturday. It's pretty much full at this point. We have a lot of people coming out. So there is a few spots left, but I think I'll probably be closing the seminar tomorrow, just because I need to verify everybody and send out the Zoom link and all that. Okay. Yeah, I'll be sending out the seminar details tomorrow night, most likely. I got to go through the list. All right. Thank you so much. Check me out at tradingwars.com if you're interested in trading with me tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. It's been a great week. It started off very slow. Like, you know, there weren't huge winners, but today was an amazing day. So thank you very much for your time, my friends. I'll catch you tomorrow. Make sure you leave a comment because you'll have a chance to win a giveaway. We do the giveaways every Sunday. Okay. So please do leave a comment. Let me know. Did you catch some of this bull run today? Did you catch some of this at all? Or did you catch that short up at the 618 extension? That's also a great opportunity. So let me know how you did today. And I know a lot of you are doing the 100 trade challenge. So we're gonna bring some of you guys onto stream one day and talk about your results and how you did. All right. Thank you very much, my friends. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow.